high. Here's TNT's Ian Eagle.
Edwards drives in on Wiggins. Oh, my. Anthony Edwards! A serious rack attack.
Perk, I mean, rack attack is the perfect way to give Chet Holmgren what a player wants, what a player needs. What a statement.
Hey, look, Matt, I call it snatching the screws out the rim. That's what it was. That's what it was, snatching the screws out the basket. Hey, look, and it's good for one of these, once every 3 weeks, he give us something to talk about.
Yeah, is he the most exciting player in terms of ability to do things like this in the NBA?
Absolutely. It's between him and Ja Morant, but Ja Morant says he don't dunk anymore, but I don't believe that. But between those two guys, they definitely two of the most polarizing players in the game.
Oh, give us the highlight, Ant-Man. And despite the loss, the Thunder are leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of the West. 8 games up on the second-place Grizzlies and 13 games clear of falling into the play-in tournament. So it's pretty safe to say that they're going to make the playoffs and do so at a high seed, if not the best seed, as we bring in Big Perk, Windy, and Bobby Marks with us to break down all things NBA as we embark on the All-Star break. And it's interesting, Windy, because the statistics are there to bear that the Oklahoma City Thunder are the best team in the Western Conference, maybe in the NBA, but you say teams around the league don't believe in them. Why is that?
Yeah, I routinely hear it from players behind the scenes. I hear it from agents. I hear it from team executives who are like, yeah, they're great, but could they actually win 3 rounds in the West? And I say, yeah, they can. They are a dominant defensive team. I mean, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second in the league in steals. He is one of the best two-way guards in the league. And I would argue he might be the 5th best defender on their roster. And that just illustrates how strong they are at the defensive end. They can align in a bunch of different ways. They can play super big. They can play small. They can play with an all-wing lineup. They have great defensive options off of their bench. Shai is the leader in the voting, the poll for MVP. He's going to probably win that. He's playing so incredibly well. He's so consistent of a scorer. The man doesn't have bad games. Everything about this team reads contender. They're great on the road. They've just had a couple of experiences in big games where they haven't delivered. I would say every championship team has had that happen at some point. And if you're going to keep banking on that, you're going to keep banking that they don't deliver, you're going to end up getting embarrassed. And I think there's some teams headed for that.
Yeah, speaking of banking on it, Perk, I'm going to have you slide all that Perk coin to the middle of the table. Would you do so believing the Thunder are the best team in the league?
No, I can't do that. I got to keep my coins in my pocket. Look, do I have them going? No, hold on, Wendy. Keep a cool booty over there now. Do I have them going to the finals? Absolutely, they're going to the finals. But I will not disrespect the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, in my eyes, are the favorite to win it all again, to repeat. Look, when you talk about the depth of their team, they're deeper than the Pacific Ocean, right? We saw last game when they was on national television playing against Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. No Jaylen Brown, no Drew Holiday, no problem. Jason Tatum has elevated his game even more. I love it when he's playing at the point forward position, not being able to create for others. Kristaps Porzingis is finally getting his legs up under him after being off majority of the first half of the season. They got great depth. Peyton Pritchard probably win 6th Man of the Year. He's been balling off the bench. And then there's times, Bobby, Wendy, Matt, that we're talking about Luke Kornet. Luke Kornet being a difference maker for this team. That's how deep their roster is. And look, again, the Joe Mazzulla ball, this team has a on and off switch. They have an on switch. When they want to crank it up defensively, they could be the best defensive team in the NBA.
All right, so Bobby, on that, where do the Thunder rank in your NBA hierarchy? Not just Western Conference, but overall in the league.
Well, considering Perk doesn't want to buy full stock in OKC Finals championship, I'm going to buy full stock in them. And here's the reason why, Matt. I think they've got another gear to this roster. And it's a scary thought when you say 44-10, how does this team have another gear? It's because Chet Holmgren's only played 13 games. They haven't had a healthy Alex Caruso, Keeson Wallace, A.J. Mitchell. when this team is healthy and fully developed, and it's not just about this year. I mean, this team's going to be a terror for the foreseeable future. And I hate to say that the windows will be open forever, but man, there is a 3 to 4 year window and how good this Oklahoma City team could be. And I think they've only scratched the surface here. So I'm buying stock in the Thunder, certainly getting to an NBA Finals and potentially winning a championship this year.
Want to try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA on the ESPN.